Hello and welcome to my channel. My YouTube channel is called Naturally Me by Patty. I wanted to come to you all simply because I am looking for conversation basically about going gray. I know, I bet you thought I was going to say something different. No, it's simply about my hair going gray naturally. Now I know there's some young girls out there and they're doing their thing, turning their hair gray by dyeing it. And it's no big deal because they can just dye it back to their natural color. However, it's somewhat of a deal when you got to live with being natural and naturally gray. So I'm looking for some ladies to talk to. I don't know. Some men may jump on too. But what do you do about your hair? And I'm wanting mainly to discuss our hair still in its natural state. I know there's all kind of things we can do to straighten it and whatnot, but I chose it's been about 6 years ago to go natural. Well, with me doing that, that meant no chemical, very little heat, if any. And trust me when I tell you, I've had to do it by trial and error. Yeah, my first couple of years were okay. About my third year, I decided I wanted to go straight again, and I dyed it red. Why I let someone talk me into doing that, I'll never know. Needless to say, I did it. Fast forwarding, I was wearing my little short hair. It was shorter than this. And then all of a sudden, I run in and I was like, oh, yeah, you can do some color. I don't know, I've been natural for about 3 years, but yeah, color me. So what did I do? I let her color my hair red. My hair had grown so much and it was so pretty. But she said to me, you're too young to be going gray. Girl, get out of this gray. So I listened. Needless to say, I let her dye it. And it went all downhill again from there. Had to get it cut. The big chop again. So I had to do the big chop. Let me just back up a little bit because in 2015, I made the decision to cut my hair only because it was damaged, and it was pretty much damaged down to even the crown of my head. So I had no choice but to cut it. And that's when she had to do what they call the big chop. Lost it all. And I'll be showing some pictures throughout my YouTube as I'm talking about my transformation, going from straight to natural, and some of the things that I've been through in the past 6 years. So I got my hair back. My daughter, who's a phenomenal braider, Patrice Wilson, she would braid my hair, and we got it back into good condition, leaving it in protective styles and whatnot. And needless to say, we got it back growing good, and then here comes the pandemic. So throughout the pandemic, as well as me having some medical challenges in the last 2 years, I ended up, you said it, getting the big chop again. And this is the results of it. Now, mind you, she cut it about 2 months ago. And I really do like this cut on me. And I thank God because I'm at I can wear a short cut. Shortcuts don't always look good on our faces, depends on the frame of our face. And like me and the texture of my hair, and you can see my sides are literally almost like shaved, but because of the texture of my hair is real coily, and all it does is just curl up no matter what product I put on it, and you especially see it on the sides. So here I am. I'm coming to talk just to see, who's doing what about your natural gray hair. Yes, there's all kinds of shampoos out there. There's all kinds of product out there. Being that I've only had my hair cut like this for about now, this is the second month. I wanted to start my YouTube channel, even though I started it a couple of years, but I didn't do anything with it. My YouTube channel, which is called Naturally Me. And I chose to embrace my gray. So that's what I want to do. But sometimes this gray hair, like right about now, it can really take you there. I don't know what to do with it. As long as it's cut like really, really short, you see how short that is? I get defined curls. The minute it starts growing out, everything just goes haywire. And I don't really know what to do. Yes, I'm using the purple shampoos and different shampoos that's been suggested to me. I've tried so many different hair product, and we'll talk about that a little later as I get into doing my videos. But I mainly wanted to come on here and just introduce myself and let you know that I am a woman of mature age now, I must say. And you know what? I remember my grandmother had just beautiful, beautiful, thin gray hair. And I don't remember her putting heat on it or anything. I just remember it being so pretty. But there was very little conversation about how they took care of their hair. And I also remember my grandmother's friend, whom at one time they were sister-in-laws, but she would come to town and she had this beautiful, beautiful, like breathtaking blue hair. Obviously she was dyeing it, but it was just so pretty mixed in with her gray. It was so pretty. My mother, her hair did gray over time, but it seemed like Mom's hair grayed gracefully in her days, like it didn't really gray so fast. Me, on the other hand, like for the last 4 years, like mine have literally just taken off. I feel like I have more salt than pepper, but I don't know. So anyway, they didn't talk a lot about what to do with this gray hair. And everyone has an opinion. Everybody tells you what they think, but what's really honestly working. And that's why I'm on YouTube right now. So like I said, I just came on basically to introduce myself, and I wanted to ask you to go on this hair journey with me. And I'm only interested in women that really want to know, like, what do we do and how do we treat our hair as we are aging gracefully? How do we treat our natural gray hair? Everyone says to dye it. I don't want to do that. I want to embrace it. So I hope you've enjoyed my first video, and I plan to be back with more. I'm going to be definitely talking about some products that I use, and I'm hoping that you can definitely give me some advice. And I'm looking for good, solid advice, something that will help with the texture of gray hair. Something that will help us, wear it and wear it proudly. Now, don't get me wrong. I wear my gray hair. I get my compliments and all. But I'm wanting to perfect it. And especially because I chose to cut it again and start my little journey all over so that I could wear my gray hair. Thank you. I'll see you soon. This is Patty with Naturally Me. Oh, and another thing before I forget. Please subscribe to my channel, click like, click share, and yeah, I'll be back. Thank you. Subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you guys soon.